Hello fellow Python fans. I was on YouTube the other day and looking up something, I don't even remember what, and ended up looking at some videos of some Colt Pythons. People showing their guns off, and proudly so. So that inspired me to make my own video and kind of show mine off a little bit. As you can see, it's a 6-inch electroless nickel finish, Backmeyer grips. I bought this gun back in 1988, I believe, 88, 89. A friend of mine was an FFL, and we were talking one day. I told him I always wanted a Python and electroless nickel. He said he could get me one at a good price, so I took him up on his offer. He had a hard time finding it though. It took him about 3 weeks to hunt one down. He almost didn't want to sell it to me. He was thinking he should keep it for himself, but he did for a real good price. I think I paid $455 for it. And been in love with it ever since. Of all the handguns I own, this is my favorite. Probably the one that I would not part with. I know a lot of people buy firearms and as a investment. They keep them in the box. They don't shoot them. And that's fine for people who are not really into firearms and shooting, and just do it as an investment, you know. But I also have seen a lot of people who have something like this and are shooters, but don't go out and shoot it because they don't want to diminish the value of it. And that's a real waste. A beautiful thing like this is meant to be enjoyed, and the way you enjoy it is to shoot it. Well, there's joy in just owning it and pulling it out and looking at it, but which I do often. But the real pleasure is in taking it to the range and just feeling that action and just shooting it. I don't know. Yep. And I do shoot it a lot. As you can see, the cylinder has got the powder burns or discoloration, whatever you want to call it, on it. I think it adds to the beauty of the gun. I've taken extremely good care of it. I clean it every time I go shoot. First thing I do when I get home is clean it. And these are kind of tough to clean, to get them really clean. There's a lot of little places to scrub out, but it's kind of a labor of love for me, I guess. This one is supposedly a factory tuned Python. I don't know if I haven't really looked it up. I don't know if that's just some hype that Colt was putting out at the time, or if there really is such a thing as, you know, some factory tuned Pythons. Kind of hard for me to believe that Colt would treat any Python differently than another, given that it was their flagship revolver. I would think they'd want every one of them to be as good as the other one, as the next. Of course, there are some out there that, you know, have a lot more, you know, flash to them, you know, their engravings and stuff like that. But as far as the mechanical workings of the gun, I can't imagine them treating one any differently than the other. But if they did, and if anybody knows anything about it, I'd appreciate a comment on it or some history or explanation of it. I think Colt really produced a piece of art when they made the Python. It'll never, I don't feel it'll ever be duplicated, and I can't think of another handgun in the world that's as beautiful as these, that even comes close to it, to be honest with you. But that's just my opinion. I've really tried to take very good care of it. I think I've done a good job of that. So there she is, my one and only 357 Python. Had a lot of people see this gun and try to buy it off of me. No way. Well, that's about a wrap, I guess. Thanks for watching.